Howdy, rough and tumblers. Father Mitch here. So, I did a video a while back about using a bag full of steel shot, gravel, etc., and using it for grip practice. You certainly can do that. It's a great tool. Watch my video short on that. But you can also use it for body conditioning. Look, you can't always have a training partner. So, is it better to have a training partner and do some sparring and take some body shots and in proper context? Of course it is. But as a part of your regular daily conditioning, you should maybe add in a few of these. So get yourself a bag. This is a small tool bag, and it's filled with gravel, and then it's wrapped in duct tape so that doesn't split. And so take the bag and then hold it in your hand and then begin to condition your ribs. And you don't hit yourself where it's really comfortable right here in the middle. You can do a little bit of that, but you want to strike the solar plexus, right? You want to strike the places where it really stinks and begin to toughen yourself. Aim for the very lowest rib point, the place where you're most likely to get a broken rib, right? And then do both sides. And you don't need to do a ton of it, but work your way up till you can do at least maybe 3 minutes of fairly forceful conditioning. And then, start maybe with the large flat side. And then when that's comfortable, after a week or two maybe, then move up to the short side, the narrower side. And then eventually move up to the other side. And that's more like an actual fist, right? Now don't go all in and then dislocate a rib the first day. Start off light. If this is all you can do, then that's all you can do. With a little child, you start with milk, and then you move to milk mixed with a little cereal. And eventually you go to fruits, and then eventually to vegetables, and eventually to meat. So feed yourself, and then maybe you can work your way up to a pretty robust diet in terms of your body conditioning. Now, in addition to your body shots, you should also work your legs. And this is going to be the one you probably need to start off slowly on, but begin to condition that thigh to be able to take a shot. Look, if you only take 1 or 2 shots to the thigh per training session, per sparring session, and you only get to spar maybe once or twice a week, that's just not going to be enough to condition your thighs to take those shots. But if you put in just like 3 minutes of your whole body, maybe 3 to 1, at least 1 round, maybe 2 rounds against all your body parts, your thighs, well, not all your body parts, to the most common areas you're going to get struck, then that's a good idea. Now, in theory, you could do your whole body if you wanted to, but I don't think that's necessary. I think the most sensitive parts are the ones you want to condition. The arms can pretty much take care of themselves if you're using your forging post or your Pell or your dummy. There's another video series on that on the channel. You should look that up. I'll put links in the description. It's a balmy 28 degrees out here, by the way, so you kind of need some gloves. So people will often make comments, why are you wearing gloves, man? I mean, you can't feel anything, da da da. Okay, look, wearing gloves is a skill, so it's a good idea to wear gloves. Don't take the gloves off and train without them, because if you're outdoors and it's really cold, you're gonna have gloves on. So how you train is how you fight. So train with your gloves on so that you can do stuff with your gloves on. Now, is it true that if you train your grip with gloves on, it's going to be way tougher to grab this bag despite the fact that you have gloves on? You might even miss one once in a while because it's hard to grab. But that's just the way it is. So get used to it. Take care, and God bless.